Use an autofeeder. A pet feeder is a time-based device that dispenses pet food at a set quantity and time intervals. This is very useful for pet owners who need to leave their pets at home for several hours or even days without cutting the pet's normal meals. However, the autofeeder does not work like magic. It works based on its technology, which you, as the owner, have to understand. If not, you might just leave your pet hungry for some hours or days. Here are some guides on how to properly use an autofeeder for pets. Only use the appropriate autofeeder for your pet. A cat needs a different type of autofeeder than a dog. Cats eat lower quantity of food compared to dogs. The autofeeder should be capable of keeping up with the normal feeding routine of your pet. Check the features of the pet feeder before you buy it. If you have a cat, an autofeeder that dispenses smaller quantity of food is ideal. The best autofeeder should be capable of dispensing food at the same frequency as the pet normally eats. Study the manual. Autofeeders work differently. Better check the pet feeder's manual to be sure on how it should be used. Learn the features and how the pet and the owner can enjoy them. Also learn the different parts of the autofeeder. There must be some buttons and other mechanisms that make the pet feeder more convenient for you. Study these mechanisms by trying them out. Most autofeeders have a reservoir for the pet food. It also has a bowl or plate for the pet. It has a control panel, where you can set how much should be dispensed and how long will be the time interval. Try the autofeeder. Put food in the reservoir and then set how much should be dispensed and on what time. You must be at home when you try the autofeeder. This way, you will know that it is working as you have expected. You'll learn to adjust on how the autofeeder works, too. It's also important to see it in action to be familiar with how it really works. It should work as you have expected and as how it was designed. If not, then there must be something wrong with the autofeeder. Call the store to fix the problem or to replace the autofeeder. Introduce the autofeeder to the pet. Check the autofeeder first if it's functioning correctly before you introduce it to your pet. Show the feeder to your pet and teach it how the device works. Most pet feeders will emit a sound like a click to signal the dog that it is ready to dispense food or that it has dispensed food. Use the autofeeder while at home. Try the autofeeder with your pet and observe how it's getting along with the device. Do not leave the autofeeder alone with the pet unless you are sure that the pet is already accustomed to it. Refilling food in the reservoir is typically the basic maintenance that the pet feeder needs. Besides that, it also has to be cleaned up regularly. See the manual on the specific maintenance tips that the device needs and always follow the manufacturer's recommendations.